Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 26. We are on day 8. We are watching B block matches. We just got done with Honma and Toru Yano. Toru Yano picking up his second win, or his first win actually of the tournament, giving Honma his second loss. But now we've got Yoshihashi and the King of Darkness Evil representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and Yoshihashi actually representing Chaos, going one-on-one. Our New Japan World players are set to 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 30 seconds. That's 1-4-2-3-0. And we will be hitting play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And there you see Evil pondering what kind of fresh hell he can introduce Yoshihashi to in this match.
Who do you got here, partner?
I've got Evil. And now the bell ring there, and now I think Yoshihashi doesn't quite know exactly what he's dealing with here in Evil.
I think I'm going to go with the scrapper. I think I am going to go with Yoshihashi. Even if he is at 500 currently, which I believe he is.
As is Evil.
You know
what? I don't think anyone's at 500. I think these guys have only ever had 3 matches so far in G1.
Right, so I think Yoshihashi would be 1 and 2 then.
They both are. They're both 1 and 2. So whoever wins will go to 500.
Right, nice DDT there by Yoshihashi.
Whoever loses will drop down to 1 and 3 and be tied with Toru Yano.
Right.
And I don't think either of these men have faced Toru Yano yet.
No, I think you're right about that. And now Irish whip here by Yoshihashi, quickly reversed though by Evil. Yoshihashi though hanging onto the ropes, gets the boot up.
Oh, and the big lariat takes Yoshihashi out over the freaking ring.
Very interesting contrast to styles when you look at Evil and Yoshihashi. Evil definitely seems more strike-based, definitely more malicious. He'll utilize his entire environment. Yoshihashi, though, he's a bit more technical. There's a bit of high flying in there.
Yeah.
We
already got that beautiful butterfly lock he's been using to win matches in G1 so far.
Oh, that's definitely an effective hold.
And really, to put it succinctly, Evil's style is exactly that, evil.
Exactly. Now look at this here. Right into the guardrail goes Yoshihashi, and just a demonstration of that Evil you were just speaking about from Evil.
Evil is one malicious son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, the malicious machinations of his malevolent mind are just something to behold.
You're pulling Mauro Ranallo alliteration there.
Thank you. And just a chair shot at the gut there, and now we know what...
Wrap it around his neck and slam it into the ring post. Let's see if he pulls it off here, and I think he will.
Hold your breath, people. Oh, God.
And that just, the impact from that collision caused the chair to fly into the air, and it almost came right back down on Yoshihashi. Would have been even more damage if it connected.
Partner, we got to talk for a second. In the history of this industry, some of the most serious injuries you can sustain are neck injuries, are stuff, in the head and neck area. That has got to send such a jolt throughout Yoshihashi's entire nervous system. He's got to be so rattled, and it's a lot to come back from a blow like that. Ask Nakajima. Nakajima, while he ended up beating Evil, it was a climb because of that maneuver. Once you get hit with that, it is hard to rally, and Evil knows it. Also doesn't help that Yoshihashi has the shoulder taped, and the Evil just kicked it right there. That was blatant.
Oh, yeah, Evil, the one thing about Evil, which, again, kind of plays into the fact that he is an evil son of a bitch, is that he makes no qualms about targeting injured limbs. He went after Nagata's leg. He started going after Yoshihashi's shoulder in the tag match on Thursday, and now continuing to go after Yoshihashi's shoulder here with a sort of what's this, John?
Curb stop. Yeah. There it is.
What is that hold, though, when you get, your knee in their back and you're holding their arms out and pulling them back?
I really don't know what it is. I've always just associated it as kind of like an arm stretch.
Yeah.
Sort of deal. I know that's very basic, very rudimentary terminology, but...
No, that seems like it would cause a lot of damage to the shoulders, though. That would hurt so much.
Certainly. And now look at this. Evil almost looks like...
chicken wing!
Yeah, crossface chicken wing here. I'll be damned.
He doesn't have it anywhere close to fully properly locked in, but he's definitely going for it.
Yeah, his form is certainly lacking, but I think it's sufficient enough where he can do damage here. And now Yoshihashi with the body shots.
Another submission that targets the shoulder.
Well, just very smart by Evil. Oh, what a scent on there!
And
then look at that, grapevines the legs, and kick out there by Yoshihashi. Love the way he initiated that pin. And you made a very interesting point. Evil implementing a submission that targets the shoulder. This tells me that this man in Evil has a repertoire that's very adaptable to the circumstances. If you got a guy coming in with a leg injury, I'll be sure to include a leg-based submission. If you got a guy coming in with a shoulder injury, I'll be sure to include shoulder-based offense. And now, could it be the Fisherman Buster here? No, Yoshihashi trying to resist. And what do we think, partner? No, could it be the neck breaker? Neck breaker.
I think he wanted. I forget what he was even. Oh, yeah, I think he wanted a Fisherman Buster there on Yoshihashi. But
yeah.
Hashi reversed, and that neck breaker is effective. And again, the neck, it's worth pointing out, he's softening up the neck for the butterfly lock.
Exactly.
If your neck is softened up, it makes it more difficult not only to break out of the butterfly lock, but to resist the pressure being put on your neck and kind of collapsing and pinching your windpipe. Oh, and look at that.
Flipping DDT there, beautifully done.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Yoshihashi's flip DDT is very impressive, but I personally am a massive fan of Will Ospreay's flip DDT. It's got much more impact, I think.
And nice knife edge in the corner there to Evil, and I would certainly agree.
And speaking of Will Ospreay, you have to wonder if we're going to see him at all later on in the tournament.
I would certainly hope so. And now Yoshihashi, what a drop kick there to Evil.
And not only did the drop kick do damage to the back, but it also flipped Evil back into the ring, and Evil landed hard on his back on the way back into the ring as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Chaos may be able to triumph over Evil here. At least it's representative in Yoshihashi.
Yeah.
Keeps up this string of offense.
Chaos triumphs over Evil. Wait, I thought they were the same thing. No, not quite.
And now look at this. This is smart by Evil, though, partner, because he goes down to one knee, gets in the defensive stance, and there's the back body drop there.
And counter. You know what? It's funny, too, because there's, your 9 sort of RPG alignments. You've got, lawful good, neutral, and then there's chaotic evil.
Right.
And right now we're watching Chaos and Evil do battle.
Oh, and now he's going to get the Fisherman Buster this time, and he does. That's huge. And now Evil going to hook the leg here. 2. Yoshihashi stays in it. And I'll tell you, Yoshihashi, he has got to rally back in this. This is a crucial match because, to your point that you made earlier, one of these guys is going to go to 500. The other one drops down to 1-3. Same record as Toru Yano in this block. And then same record as Tanahashi in the other block.
John, who would you say is the ultimate lawful good of New Japan?
Ultimate lawful good? Because that would be a guy that's almost like a Puritan, right? Always obeys the rules and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
wouldn't that be Tanahashi?
Okada. No, Tanahashi's an asshole when he goes against guys like Okada.
Yeah, that is true. Hanma, maybe. Hanma I've never really seen take any
I think Hanma's a great pick. Yeah, he is the lawful good of New Japan, and he just lost to Toru Yano, who's kind of a chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute here. Yoshihashi was doing like a Styles Clash kind of stance, but no, he's thinking Powerbomb.
Sit out?
Maybe.
No,
there's
not
even.
Right now. Oh, and he flips over into the jackknife.
I know, Evil kicking out anyway. Beautiful form by Yoshihashi, though.
It's so odd that Kevin Nash used to use a jackknife powerbomb, and now Yoshihashi uses a powerbomb into a jackknife cover.
Exactly, and now he's going to slam Evil down here in the corner.
Senton, maybe?
We're definitely Senton. Evil might get
Will
his
he be able to hit it? That's the question.
And he got the knees up.
Wow.
We feared that.
That didn't just hit Yoshihashi's back either. He caught him in the back of the head with one of his knees as well.
Exactly, and you figure the back again. I go back to, you think about the nervous system, and you think about just every time something like that happens, it's got to send a jolt throughout the entire body, including that injured shoulder.
I was just gonna say, what did that do to the shoulder?
Exactly, and now Evil regaining a vertical base thanks to the ropes, and this could be the beginning of the end here. Super kick
to the stomach, knee to the face.
Oh, what a lariat!
That lariat had to do a lot of damage, not only to the neck and spine and head, but to the shoulder as well.
And you see, Evil went for the pin attempt, making.
If you really pay attention to a lariat, not only are you kind of throwing your arm into the person's chest, but you're also, I know that it's kind of sort of indirect, but you're also punching them in the shoulder.
Right.
if you do it properly, you know, and that's basically what Evil just did.
And now Evil, look at that driver there. Gonna have the both legs hooked too. And Yoshihashi kicks out.
Fireman's carry bomb.
Fireman's carry bomb indeed. And that bomb detonated in a huge way, but only got a near fall. And I'll tell you, that's just the nature of Yoshihashi's tournament matches. It takes a lot to put this man away. No doubt Evil has it in him to put Yoshihashi away. That was never in contention. But will he in time? He just went for the throat slit there. He could be thinking that sweeping STO.
And that's another thing that's great about Evil is, yes, he has an adaptable moveset, but he also has certain moves that he tries to fit in as often as possible.
And look at that counter by Yoshihashi.
Takes him down, trying to get him into maybe a crossface, maybe just trying to set him up for that butterfly lock.
He does get him down to his stomach. This is huge for Yoshihashi to be able to counter. Had that sweeping STO scout in. Now look at this. Going to try and go for that butterfly lock, and he's got it.
Yep.
Wow. I don't know.
Here's the thing, John. We said this before. The butterfly lock, you're supposed to have both of your arms locking the arms of your opponent. And right now, he only has one of Evil's arms properly locked, and the other one is just kind of being pushed back by his knees.
Right.
That might be why Evil was able to get to the ropes as easily as he did.
Yeah, it's funny that Yoshihashi, implores a submission maneuver, and he doesn't even really have it, at its full potential.
I mean, it still hurts. It still does hurt. Don't get me wrong. But if you would get your other arm underneath your opponent's other arm and lock your fingers, that's a great way to guarantee making them pass out.
Oh, and now look at this. Yoshihashi trying for the German. Evil, though, counters, has the wrist lock. What a forearm there, right from that wrist lock.
Sweeping STO. No, and super kick. Oh, but Evil.
Oh, Evil. Oh, my God.
Wow. Just powered through that super kick. And now, what is he setting up for here? A German
there.
Oh, and he dropped him on his head.
And now Yoshihashi in the corner there. I don't think that's going to matter.
A bunch of different kinds of Germans. You could drop someone on the top of their back, on their neck, on their head. You could even flip them over completely and make them land on their face. But Evil opting for the almost the pile driver variation. And look at that! Yoshihashi with a huge lariat.
Yoshihashi, not to be denied, asserting his will here. Evil just collapsed. If I'm Yoshihashi, though, I don't know if I'm thinking more about a pin or maybe go for the butterfly lock again. And he's picking him up. He's thinking about something.
Oh, what is he setting up for here?
Oh, the senton.
Yeah, he hasn't hit it yet. The one time he did hit it, he met knees.
He did. Now, he hasn't necessarily gotten a win with this senton. It's been more the butterfly lock. He does get the senton this time, though. Is it going to be a win? 1, 2. No, it's not. No, it is not. That was close, though.
Yeah, it was.
I'll tell you, he really stacked Evil up. He had that leg hook deep. I think he really wanted it. I think it was kind of those pins where you kind of close your eyes and say, please let this be it. And now,
a very, very powerful pin attempt there.
Evil does look like he's fading. Oh, inverted lung blower there. Yoshihashi, I'll tell you, still has more tricks in the bag. And now it's still going to pick Evil up. This still does give Evil time to recover, but I don't know. It's looking pretty bad for Evil. Oh, wait a minute here. We've seen this. He got it. That's going to do it, I think. 1, 2, 3 count. Yoshihashi wins.
Wow.
Called it. Yoshihashi got the win.
Yoshihashi moves up to 2-2. And meanwhile, Evil 1-3. That's got to be disappointing to Naito and Los Ingobernables de Japón, but I guess we'll see what Naito can do later on tonight when he faces Shibata.
Yes, that's going to be such an enthralling main event.
That's going to be a war, my friend.
I'll tell you, that pump handle driver by Yoshihashi just does the damage. In fact, we've seen him try and use that move in other matches. I think that's actually what he hit on Kenny Omega, if I'm not mistaken, to pin him. Couldn't get it on Hanma, even though he tried desperately. And now Yoshihashi hitting it here on Evil, and it got the job done. That move, I'll tell you.
He actually calls that move Karma. It's that pump handle half Nelson driver. He calls it Karma, and sweet, sweet Karma indeed. Nailed Evil with it, and I guess at the end of the day, Karma is a bitch, and now Evil is Yoshihashi's bitch.
Exactly, and Karma certainly came back to Evil in a major way. Takes another loss on the board. Yoshihashi, what an effort. I'm telling you, it takes a lot to put the guy away. And when he's on and he's able to chain moves together like he did in that final sequence, few men that I think could stand toe-to-toe with Yoshihashi.
Yoshihashi, I think, is the surprise of the tournament so far with how successful he's been.
Definitely. I would completely agree with you there on that assessment.
Yeah, so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the second of 5 matches. And we will be back with our third match, which I believe is Nagata and Nakajima. It's going to be very interesting to see if Nagata can maintain his current lead in the B block in front of everyone else. That being said, though, stay tuned.